I still have to distress this too, but I love this. I'm alive in a new look. Very sweet, and I usually bring biscuit down here to do my sign off. Well, tonight I'm going to bring bacon. Hi YouTube, it's Bethany from Madeline Jean Antiques and Restoration. In today's tutorial, I'm going to do a bit of an experiment. I struggle at times to find the perfect top coat over black painted pieces of furniture. And normally I will put on a black wax, which works fine, but I find that sometimes it can still be a little blotchy, a little streaky. I have used in the past water-based top coats that I've brushed on, and those can appear sometimes cloudy or streaky. So I thought, you know what? Let me try an experiment. I already made a sample board. Let me show you it. I've already divided it into 5 sections. This is a black chalk paint. I applied 2 coats. It's on a piece of pine. And then behind me on the floor are my little experimentees. These oil-based, well, one is water-based, one's a lacquer. You'll see the products that I'm using. I'll do a close-up. But we're going to spray each of these 5 sections with a different one of those. And then we're going to see how it looks. How does the black chalk paint take these spray-on top coats? So come with me. We're going to go into my laundry room / top coat area, and we're going to get this experiment started. These are the 5 spray top coats that we are going to be testing out in this video. Okay, anytime you apply top coat over furniture, painted furniture, or even if you're doing a top coat over stained pieces, there are 2 things that you need to keep in mind: temperature and humidity. So very important. So I have a little space heater in here. I have an enclosed room. I do have some ventilation, but I'm looking to keep my temperature around low 60s, and usually the humidity, I don't want it more than 50%. So right now in this room, it's 63 degrees and 30% humidity. So if you are applying top coats and you're working in a garage and it's Texas and it's high humidity, keep those things in mind, because it will affect your dry time, and it will affect sometimes how the top coat ends up getting laid down on a piece of furniture. So I just wanted to give you that bit of advice. So we're gonna get right into this. I'm gonna have to cover up the sections that I'm not spraying and kind of, you know, cover them as I go. So I'm gonna switch the camera down so you guys can see. The first one that I'm going to be applying is this MINWAX fast drying polyurethane. It's in a satin finish. Okay, my initial thoughts on the first one here. It laid down really nicely. This one goes on very light. I don't know how to explain it. It doesn't seem like it's very heavy. It's drying quite quickly. There's 2 streaks. I can't tell if this is going to be streaky or not, but so far this one looks pretty good. Okay, this next one is by MINWAX. It's a Helsman spar urethane in a clear satin. Okay, my initial thoughts on this one. Holy smokes, did the wood soak this top coat in. As soon as I sprayed this down, it's like it disappeared on top of the paint. So you saw in that time-lapse video, I went over like 3 or 4 times to get it to lay, I guess, enough where it was building up some layers very quickly. So I'm interested in seeing if this one's gonna be streaky or not. Okay, this next one is by MINWAX. It's a water-based, oil-modified polyurethane in a clear semi-gloss. Okay, my thoughts on the water-based one. I'm noticing it's not evaporating as fast because it's water-based. It's going on super wet and it's kind of bubbly, so I don't have much hope for that one. Okay, our fourth one is by Watco. It's a crystal clear lacquer. It is in a satin finish. Okay, the lacquer laid the nicest. I have the most hope for this one. It's looking really good, really uniform. So this one so far, I like the best so far. Okay, our last of the spray top coats. This one's by KRYLON. It is a specialty lacquer and it looks like this. Okay, just like the previous lacquer, this one lay down really nice. Whoop, there you go. Really uniform. So we're just gonna see how they dry. Okay guys, the one coat of the spray top coats is done. I might do 2 coats, just for the sake of doing an experiment. This is what we got going on. So, hopefully this is gonna pick up. So, the first one I like, but it did really catch the knot. See the knot up there in the pine board right there? So it really illuminated that spot. Yeah, that has some pros, that has some cons. Second one, very splotchy and blotchy. Third one, not too shabby. That's really uniform. That's the water-based one. The first lacquer right there, and that's kind of blotchy. The fourth one's kind of blotchy. The last one, it's still kind of drying, but that's another lacquer, kind of streaky. So for the sake of doing an experiment all the way through and giving each of these top coats a fair chance to show their worthiness, I'm gonna quickly do a second coat and then I'll be back to show you the results when they're dry of a second coat. Okay everyone, my second coat of the spray top coats are dry, and so I'm going to show you the finished results. Okay, and I already have my top picks, but I'll let you guys decide. So there's the first one there. It's kind of a matte finish that came across with this one. The only thing I noticed, so if you have a wood that has some wood knots in it, this is pine, I can tell it gave that knot some extra sheen compared to the rest of it. So be leery of that. I do like this one a lot. As you can see, it's not streaky at all. It gave a really nice, it's supposed to be satin, but it's more of a matte finish, but I really like this one. I would just be careful if I had wood that has knots in it, but really like this one. The second one, not so much for me. This one, you can see it's blotchy. It really accentuated that wood knot, and it's just streaky and blotchy, and it didn't go on even. The third one, this is the water-based one, which I was at first kind of leery about. I'm really impressed with the coverage on this one. Look at that. That one is not streaky. It gave a real nice gloss. That was a semi-gloss. This middle one here is a semi-gloss one. So I also can get this in a satin and a matte too. So I really like that water-based one. I'll definitely be using that one. The first lacquer one, this is the worst one, I think, out of the bunch. This one right here, number 4. You may not be able to catch it. It is just blotchy. You can tell, you can see my spray marks. This one was a big fail for me. And then the last one, which was a lacquer, I really like this one. This one gave a really nice sheen. It's pretty even, and it did highlight the wood knot just a little bit, but those would be my top 3. This one here, the water-based one, and then this one here. And so I'll hold up the cans of the ones that I really liked. So the one that I really liked, this first one right here, if you remember, this is the MINWAX fast drying polyurethane in a clear satin. So that was definitely a winner. That was that first one here. The other one that I really liked was the MINWAX water-based oil modified polyurethane, and that's that one here, the third one. And then the last one, that lacquer that I really liked, that was the KRYLON. And that spray looks like that. So I'll post links below this video with the 3 that I liked the most. And that way, if you're interested in trying it out on your black painted pieces of furniture, you can do so. So there you go. There's my experiment. I'm glad I did it because I have a black piece of furniture right now sitting outside of my workshop that needs a top coat. So there you guys go. Okay, you guys, that concludes this tutorial on different spray top coats over black paint. Just as a side note, I would not recommend using any of these spray top coats over light color painted pieces of furniture. It will most likely cause those colors to yellow, but since this is black paint, we don't need to worry about that. Just keep that in mind. And also keep in mind, if you are new here to my channel, thank you for watching this one. Please like it, please subscribe. If you subscribe, you need to ring the bell as well as subscribe. That way you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. For those of you that keep watching and following my channel, Bacon and I thank you. And if you guys, oh, I wanted to put this out here. If you guys use any other type of top coats over like black paint and you've had really good success, I know some people have used like hemp oil and they've had success with it. If you have any other suggestions, I would love to hear them. So please drop them in the comment section. And if you enjoyed this video, please like it and please say something in the comment section. I enjoy hearing feedback from people. So until we see you guys soon again, Bacon and I, we're gonna say toodaloo, right? You ready to say toodaloo? He's tired. Are you tired? I know, it's late. We're gonna go to bed, right? Okay, all right. All right, you guys, toodaloo.